Mason.
Hey.
So you got into music pretty early. You taught yourself to play guitar at a pretty young age.
Yeah.
You were writing songs when you were 12 years old already.
Yeah, I mean, my first song I wrote was I didn't even know how to play instruments. I had a girlfriend when I was 12, and I had a tape machine, and I just made up this whole song in my head and just recorded the song, and I was like, I'll do another one. I did another one. I gave her the tape of just me singing the whole song. So I think the song came first for me.
And your first release, of course, you recorded yourself on a 4-track. Is recording in that kind of environment by yourself something that you prefer to do instead of going? And you recorded at Pachyderm Studios in the past as well. Do you prefer a smaller setting to do your, because you have intimate songs. Your songs are pretty intimate.
I think the thing that's cool about doing it on your own is you can experiment and without anybody like witnessing it, so you can really try some stuff and not be like so self-conscious. The positive of going in with a group into a bigger studio is you can just focus on the performance. So like for some of my songs, it's been really cool to go in with a band and just like really, because then I can focus more on just performing and singing. And then but some of the records, like my first record, it was really fun to like construct the songs in creative ways and come up with different creative ways to record and things like that.
Is there anything that you learned through the whole process? You've put out over a dozen albums.
Yeah.
And you were early on, you shunned to be on a record label. Looking back, is that a decision that you're glad you made, or do you wish you would have maybe done things a little differently?
I think I'm happy with it. I think I learned something every step of the way. I think I'm still improving. So, of course, I look back in hindsight with all I've learned through doing it that way. I mean, there's some things I'm like, well, that might have been better to try something different there. But at the same time, I wouldn't have thought that unless I would have tried what I tried. So I guess I'm just grateful for the experience and just hopefully keep growing and I'm still really interested in the whole process. So that's the good thing. I'm not burned out.
Well, there's something about your music. It really, it's the soundtrack of a lot of couples' lives.
Aww.
And if you had a lot of experiences where somebody tells you your song was their wedding song, or you're the reason we're together, like what's the most out there thing that you've heard? And how does it feel to be such a part of the fabric of people's relationships?
It feels amazing. I mean, the thing that sometimes people say to me that's funny is that I didn't know about this guy until I played him your music and he liked it. And then I thought, okay, I can handle this guy or something. Because it was pretty funny. It's a lot of times girls will be like, when he liked your music, I knew I should give him a chance. And I was like, okay, well, that's kind of cool, I guess. And also I like it when there's a lot of couples that, like the guy only likes like really heavy music and the girl only likes really like sappy music. And then I'm the only thing they agree on, which is, I love that.
This is your second time around Lake Farms. What are your thoughts about this place?
I love it because I live in a rural place, and coming out here, it's like so peaceful, and I'm often in cities, so it's just so nice to be out here in the middle of beautiful land and looking out on farmlands, and I see silos out the window right now. It's very comfortable for me.
How did it feel to get a star on First Avenue?
It was amazing. It was a long time ago now, but it was like, at first they had it really high up, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's my name. And then they moved it down right on the sidewalk. So that's pretty cool. People send me, when they're coming through town, they'll often stand beside it and take pictures. And they'll, every few months I'll get somebody sending me a text with them by my star, which it means a lot. It's really, really cool.
And you're from Hawaii, but Minneapolis would be home base.
Yeah.
But is there, besides First Avenue, a place in Minneapolis that feels like a home pad for you?
As far as recording?
As far as just
playing shows?
Performing?
I really like the Dakota now. I've been playing the Dakota in the winters. It's a really cool jazz club. It's a listening room, and I've seen, one of my favorite bands is the Bad Plus. It's a jazz band, and I've seen them probably 15 times there. So now I'm playing there like 3 shows every winter, and that's been really cool.
So Holy Dive was your last release. That was a reimagined cover album, which a lot of like interesting takes on songs from that you wouldn't expect, Poison, things like that.
Yeah.
Are you working on another album of originals at this point?
Yeah.
Or what do you currently have going on?
I just finished my new record. It's called Magnifier, and it comes out on June 20th, and it's really stripped down. It's just me, vocals, guitar, and piano, and a little bit of drums, but it's really, really sparse. And I've been working on it for a couple of years, and I'm really excited about it. And look for that June 20th.
Painted Shield also has 3 albums now under their belt, which is amazing that you've got 3 albums out. How did you get involved in this supergroup?
I think it was like maybe 10 years ago. Stone Gossard from Pearl Jam was looking for somebody to collaborate with, and he was friends with my manager at the time, and he recommended me, and Stone really liked my music, so we started making music together, which I thought maybe we'll call it Stone Mason, and he's like, or something else. And I was like, oh, come on, it's our only chance to call it something Stone Mason. But he didn't like that idea. So then we kind of kept making music. We made some singles, and then he was like, Matt Chamberlain, this drummer who plays with, right now he's playing with Paul Simon, and last year he was with Bob Dylan, and he's played with everyone, Springsteen, and he joined the band, and then this amazing keyboard player and singer Brittany Davis joined, and we really started to collaborate. Especially right before the pandemic, which was cool. It's like we were like kind of getting together, and then once the pandemic happened, we really upped it as far as like just sending songs around, and that's how we made so much music so fast. And it's been really fun because I just do the vocals, so it's really cool for me. Like they write the guitar and the music and stuff, and then I come up with the singing part, which it's fun because it's more like I grew up listening to a lot of grunge bands and stuff, so it's more of a rock project, and I just have to worry about the singing, which is cool.
Any feedback from Eddie Vedder on his thoughts on the project?
He didn't say anything yet, so I'm like a little shy to ask because I'm a huge fan of his, singing. So maybe I'll wait until he wants to say something, because I would not want to get bad news on that one.
Is there anybody that you haven't worked with yet that you'd like to work with?
Whoever comes across my path, I would love to do something with Neil Young sometime, or I think it'd be fun to do something with Mac DeMarco. I really like him. So
you had 2 songs in a Bob Dylan project. What were your thoughts on the movie?
I liked the movie a lot, and then that one was called I'm Not There, and I sang Christian Bale's parts, and that was really fun to like send Christian the chords I was playing, so he was like, I want to know exactly what the fingering is on your chord so I don't look like I'm playing something weird. I'm like, wow,
was it weird watching
ridiculous.
The movie when you saw it for the first time?
Bizarre, It was like a musical turducken, I was inside of Christian's inside of Bob. It was like, and then there's a new one out. The new Dylan movie is cool too. I saw that we got invited, my wife and I got invited to a pre-screening of that movie with Timothy Chalamet, where he's playing Dylan, and he was doing a Q&A, and we went to that, and it was great, and really liked that one too.
Well, I'm excited for your upcoming album.
Thanks.
Every time Painted Shield releases something, and I'm on it, is it safe to say that any future Painted Shield release is going to be numbered sequentially?
I hope so. I want to do at least 4 like Zeppelin, but it might be more like the Van Halen route, so I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I want to do the Roman numerals, and they were doing the 1, 2, and 3 more, but we'll see. I think our next one will probably be a little more experimental. That's what we're kind of aiming to maybe do something a little more like improvised or something. We're something a little more experimental, so we'll see how that goes.
Is there any chance you guys would do a tour?
We've done some shows, but it's just so hard with all of us like doing different maybe like a small tour. Hopefully, I would love to, because the shows we've done live have been so fun.